from out of these players.
If it was me, I would probably be picking to either Small Battlefield or Smashville. I'd expect we'd see one of the two, and getting right into it, I hear it starting up in the background. We'll see if I'm right, but it's PS2 actually.
Okay. I mean,
and yeah, I said it a little bit earlier before the losers semi set. sisqi's the last non-French competitor in here. He's trying to finish off this invasion, but well, the defenders of France, they're a little bit tougher than you might think.
Yeah, I mean, how think he got? He's in losers, so somebody had to do him in. Somebody had to. But we're gonna get into it right here. So I'm trying to see. I'd imagine it must be hell on earth for Lucas to get in versus this character, man. I have to imagine. You have PK Fire Jet, you have the reflector, you have the magnet. But does that really matter versus you have that long-ass grab, that Dark Samus, have you have those godlike aerials that they have as well?
Right, because I think, I might be wrong about this, but I think that most of, as long as Dark Samus executes them right, most of the moves that sisqui is pulling off aren't reactable, at least not with that Psy Magnet. So being able to get the Psy Magnet out in time is going to be a read, not a reaction, but you're just going to be able to get that, if you're just going to be able to get that PK freeze, I think the reads and reactions matter all too much as you're going to be taking stocks.
Because, you know, the angle doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hey, he couldn't see the thunder, right? So I'm like, okay, so maybe he knows the angle. Even if he did, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He said, get that itch out of my face, bro, with that chart set off stage. Got comeback going on from sisqui.
Very quickly retaking the lead after losing that stock a little bit early on. It's just been a charge shot and a couple fares. We know, you and I, that is more than enough to take a lead with Dark Samus, but here comes the Snake Dash into the fair. He's not going to take it all the way coast to coast.
Probably too long of a stage to do. I could be wrong. I'm not sure how that Snake Zare plane works, but probably maybe too long for the stage to land. Probably going to get that damage, and definitely, but up tilt. Oh my god, did you? Bro, he threw out every option in the book and buffered everything, and he got the right one eventually. He threw out down smash, he threw out a forward smash, and he said, oh, you jumped cool, up B, and he caught him. That's godlike.
Gotta come back up on stage against Samus, though, and you and I both know that is not the most pleasant experiences. Well, Nitox gets a little bit of a forceful indoctrination into how that feels, as now he's eaten 60% just from a couple, or actually a single interaction.
Yeah, man, and that's what this character does, and you just can't get in when you're fighting against Dark Samus.
Oh,
good read. Oh, that was godlike. Some of that held back, delicious, but that get up attack in that long print to get up on stage for low key for free. Watch for up tilt. Oh my god, I hate this. That right. No, that was disgusting. That was a disgusting ledge setup coming on from sisqui. Had the very slow sharp shot on the ledge, didn't tech. That's GG's, homie. Break the ledge, gets the down smash, and gets the match. Good stuff from on sisqui, bro. That was dope.
That was like the most medium quality bait ever, too. Because he was charging that thing a year in advance, and Nitox air dodged in anyways. Got caught by the down smash, went down a quick 2-stock for sisqui. It just felt like at the start of this match, Nitox was sort of matchup checking sisqui, and then sisqui went, oh, I get it. Okay, let's go.
Oh, you air dodge in? Cool. Just release that A button wherever he uses down smash to focus the A button. And then he just ended up taking the game because of that. So now we're going on into game number 2, back on PS2. So goes for the simple hit of jab. I remember when that move did not combo into itself. What were they thinking during the man? Down throw into neutral. There's good damage. Has the force smash coming up. With the jab, 3K freeze. Not gonna die too early. Has the snake. We're seeing Nitox become a little bit more alive right now.
Almost reminiscent of how the start of game number 1 went, but sisqui finds that uppy out of shield and now has Nitox on the ledge. Nitox is yet to find a solid way of circumventing sisqi's ledge trap. He does get past it this time and quickly gets a nair, though. Jab 1, and he actually escapes with no punish.
How did he parry that? That's godlike reactions, but you're right, he doesn't end up taking, he didn't take any damage from that. I mean, sisqi's playing really safe right now. landing for the nair, but the up out of shield. Good stuff coming on 260 right now, and 92% for the neutral air. Not going to land it though. Charge shot. He didn't get the full charge, which is really smart because I think he could have gotten a dash attack if he ended up getting that hit charted or a grab maybe. I said this before, but if you don't get the full charge, you get a lot more combo opportunities for the Samuses. So good stuff, but he's not going to get the kill yet. No died so far. Good read off the Zaire.
Hey, with how enthusiastic these two players are about taking stocks, sure has been a while since we've seen one go flying, and actually only 0.2% separated them before that hit from Nitox came through. I can't. Oh no, it didn't kill.
He's bad because of that. Okay, up throw. No way. Okay, he's good, and he's almost at max rage. What? Okay, that was interesting. Right
sisqui looking for this grab to take the KO, but instead actually manages to drift back. It's not going to be enough on Pond coming back onto the stage, and once again, Nitox takes the first stock. We'll have to see if he can carry this momentum this time, as opposed to how the last game finished out. So far, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, so... I hate to relate this to Valorant, but in Valorant, this advice is to stay alive, right? Sometimes it's not about taking stocks, it's just about staying alive longer than your opponent can.
Okay, man. Nitox is making it look like it's all about taking stocks.
I mean, he's definitely, he's like, I can do both. I can for sure do both if need be. But staying in the lead against Dark Samus is so important because you don't want them to snowball you. Good stuff with the forward. No. And now this is looking like a Nitox game right now, but he does end up eating all 3 hits of that mighty phase on forward.
It's not over until the announcer says game, though, and Nitox would do well to keep that in mind, especially the way sisqui is playing here on the ledge right now. It sure would be a shame if you were to die from one ledge trap.
Help! Please! Somebody help my man! No! Okay. No! Back to the lab again. Yep. Get back over there. You belong there. Okay.
Arthur, did you see that he interrupted and shortened the PK rocket by using the down B?
Yes,
sisqi's down B shortened his distance so that he could then land, get the grab, and start over the ledge trap.
sisqui is an evil genius, and we're seeing the cogs in this man's brain go to town right now. Okay, run. Just run. Take to the stage. Okay, forward air. That's good. I'll be able to shield. You're not dead, are you? Okay, good DI. 3 minutes on the clock, might I add right now. Relatively slow game compared to the others. Oh, he goes above the platform. Good down tilt. What's the first option? Neutral air. I cannot believe he just cut me straight through that. Wow.
Yeah, Nitox went to try and punish the first up B and was met with a second up B instead. And remember what I said, don't count sisqui out until the announcer says game, because just like that, it's an even game. 5% separates these two players, and sisqui has shown himself with more than a heavy propensity to take that percent difference in stride.
Yeah, man. And it's so sad, too, because we've seen Nitox with that lead. But Samus, it's just read-based. And not even sometimes reads. If you can just put them in a scenario where they can't do much and you know what they're going to do to panic, then you're good. Okay, that's matchup knowledge. PK Fire beats out maybe a half charge shot. That's good. And
that looks like about an 80% or so.
Yeah, that's really good. I like the way they're beating the Zaire, getting the space. Gotcha! Okay, that was good. That was slowly getting out of Nitox's hands, but Nitox being the clutch guy that he is able to get the PK Fire right when he needed to and end up taking the game. And I'm telling you, that second stock was terrifying. That was so scary.
I'm very, very glad that Nitox was able to close out a 3-stock-to-1 lead in this game, because that would have been, I believe, the third reverse 3-0 that we've seen against him. I think Raflo did it, and I also think that Orion did it, or reverse 3-stock, not reverse 3-0. So I think both Raflo and Orion managed to reverse 3-stock him during their games. So at least Nitox was able to stop it this time, right?
I agree,
He's not choking these leads too much.
And you can't afford to do that, especially versus. We talk about how good Samus is, but you just can't afford to do it. You just can't. There's too much on the line right now. And you don't. This is your home country, first of all, so you don't want this invader to go to grand finals. You don't want to snowball versus Samus. You don't want to give Samus the lead as well. Good damage. Ends up on that top platform, unfortunately. Down throw, neutral air. Good stuff. Using the magnet to boost himself upwards a little bit. Using the Zeta cancel out all momentum, but he makes it back to the ledge. Thanks to that really far air dodge, yes.
Yeah, you got to be very careful when you use those air dodges, though, because if sisqui had been on site, if sisqui had been ready, it would have been a hefty punish for his life there. Jumping early to avoid the PK fire, air dodging back down to the ledge. We'll see what he does here, but at least right now, Nitox is in full control.
Yeah, and I want to say this right now. I like the station coming on from sisqui, right? If you up the outer shield, you're relatively safe, right? You have good movement with the B reverses on the platforms, right? I do think that up tilt actually goes above the platform. You get a good spot.
No.
Okay, let's say don't die there. Not this early. I love the angle he went towards just to challenge Dark Samus to get punished, and unfortunately dash attack will just burrow right through any offensive shot he had. Is he good? Yes, he. This is a problem.
Does manage to get back up onto the stage. Nitox thanking his lucky stars there that he was able to find a way to circumvent that. Now looking for that 2-frame on the ledge, but sisqui gets past it. Tries for the up out of shield and needs a hefty punish. I like what I'm seeing here. Earlier, Nitox was finding himself a little bit incapable of getting those punishes, but now he's actually connecting with them.
An up throw can kill. Gets the neutral air. Oh, he's way too much percent. That all the hits are not going to connect, unfortunately. That's so messed up. He's trying to burrow. He's trying to dig through that shield. Oh my god. That's cruel. Oh, I will take all of that back. Thank you. Oh,
that
yes,
was like 30-40% off of that.
Yeah, he was at like 130, and that's why this is so good for Samus. He can't do that, but gonna cross that up. Oh my god, he is so blessed to have gotten that charge shot.
Still charging up that charge shot, looking to take out this stock before too much extra credit is built. Nitox just getting these stray hits in, trying to build that extra bit up, and that was a weird angle because we saw earlier, he dies to up throw. We saw earlier that PK Fire would beat out charge shot, but that time it didn't, and I'm pretty sure that was a less charge shot than the one PK Fire canceled. So I think it probably has something to do with the angle of approach of the charge shot.
No!
And it also has to do with the angle of the approach of the Lucas toward the ledge. But he took a quick detour to the blast zone. Yeah, okay, this PK Fire thing makes no sense because that was definitely a more charge shot that time.
This game is weird. Down tilt. I like your kicks, man. I like the easies you got on Dark Samus, but Dark Samus trying to, just give those up tilts to the charge shot. And that was a really good spike coming on from sisqui, taking out potentially any chance of a comeback happening from your boy Nitox.
Nitox jumps, tries to fade away, but sisqui is ready with the up B anyway to punish it. Air dodges in, only eats a jab for his troubles, though. Felt like he was in for a little bit more of a ride, and then Nitox let him off easy.
Yeah, man, and I'm trying to think, like, this stage just does, it lets Dark Samus get away with so much. You can spam up the out of shield a lot, so you can't land on Dark Samus. Oh my god, that just,
I mean, he might be dead.
Mean. That looked really mean. He got him on the ledge and just kicks him out of there like, no, fuck off.
Yeah, that sliding F tilt after the pop-up off ledge, like, that was, oh.
Them Yeezys cost, bro. Dark Samus is gonna break every dream that Lucas had of making this comeback happen. And now we are on set point for sisqui, the invader from Spain, people.
Looking to go into grand finals. Nitox might be going out of here at 3rd place. It's not over yet. It's not over until it's concluded, until that score is submitted on Smash GG. And Nitox knows that better than most, especially after his set versus Orion. He's not one to give up. He's one to buckle down, and we'll see if that buckle down can do anything against, like you said, Spain's finest player.
Yeah, man. But we're going back to PS2. I hate to be negative Nancy over here, but if Nitox wins this, he's still going to be on sisqui's counter pick, so he's going to be at a disadvantage the whole way through this set, no matter what happens, right? If he loses, that's just it. If he wins, he's going to be playing on that stage of sisqui. So let's see how this works out, right? He does like this thing. He does play relatively well on it. Takes that front leg charge shot. Looking for a back air. If he jumps, wanted the down air. I think he burned his resources, man. That's going to be such a bad spot to be in as he air dodges in, but he eats those boots to the face.
We've been saying that a lot throughout the course of this set. We've just been seeing Nitox consume a little bit of boot leather, but this time he consumes a little bit of that plasma projectile. Down into the blast zone, only 39% on sisqui. It's not a good spot for Nitox to find himself in. This is also pretty reminiscent of his set against Raflo, where he kept it close, kept it competitive until what was potentially the final game, and then Raflo just kind of ran him over. I'm not going to say that that's what's happening here, though, because there's a lot more game left to play here in game number 4.
I agree, and I was thinking that maybe he could try to absorb the bombs with his magnet, but you got to come back up eventually. He just keeps spamming those out, so
right,
I doubt it would be a factor.
He can't absorb the bomb. He has to absorb the detonation of the bomb. And the problem, as sisqui finds that up tilt, the problem with absorbing the detonation of those bombs is that sisqui will just dash attack him while he's doing that.
Yeah, so you're never safe, and on his last stop, potentially for the bracket, you gotta ask yourself, does Nitox have what it takes to dig deep and find what has gotten him this far into this bracket? He's gonna jump over, get hit by the corner, PK fire again. He's gonna barely just jump over that missile. Neutral there to look for a proper potential. Gets the grab, back row. Still in this, still has a fighting spirit. Forward tilt, not to go for that down smash.
Zaire comes through, trying to find that spacing on the shield. The first hit belongs to sisqui in this break from neutral. Comes back to stage. He's looking for this landing fair, but sisqui very, very confident just to hold shield. He knows that if Nitox gets too over-aggressive in his landing, he'll just do an up B out of shield and be safe regardless. He's one of the most confident players I've seen with that defensive tool that is the shield.
Yeah, man, and it just works out so well for them as well. Also, I want to reiterate the fact that I just love how it almost feels like sisqui is playing like defensively offensive. Like he's backing up with these charge shots, right? With the mid.
I mean, you're just describing Samus, man. Defensively offensive is Samus in a nutshell.
It's kind of all you can do with this character, right? And there's the combo I was talking about, right? Let me get the full charge. Sometimes putting that at half, that little bit is enough to get some damage in. Once that cross up, not gonna land it. But like, it's just terrifying as well because you can't gain space fighting Samus. You just can't. You're either losing space or you end up killing her somehow. Okay. If they win this somehow versus all of that. Okay. Oh no! Get the hell off me, kid. Stupid child. Is that gonna kill?
Yeah.
No, but hey, man. When you go up against the finest that Spain has to offer, what else can you say? That win screen is so sick. Where the two of them come out and they just like start doing break dances. I love that. That animation is sick. But there you have it, people. sisqui gonna take it over Nitox. Okay, but real quick, I gotta do this real quick. Chat, can we get some W's for Nitox? Breakout performance here at 110. The best Lucas I have ever seen free. If you love what you saw, you support a real one, or support a new up-and-comer, press W. Nitox played that so well. I'm a fan of his Lucas. I'm a fan of him. I just gave him a follow on Twitter, dude. Dude's incredible.
Let's be real with each other. The two people that Nitox lost to in this tournament were both top 10 European players. You've got sisqui, the #1 player in all of Spain, and you've got Raflo, who's I believe top 3 in France. Like, there's no shame in losing to either. Yeah, there's like, of course you wanted to win it. Of course you wanted to take it farther, but especially for your first top 8 showing, it was definitely a very, very strong one. What was that, Bert? Sorry. Okay, so we were just informed by our wonderful production guy, Bert, that we are going to throw it to one more short break before we get into grand finals, because we know anything about sisqui and Raflo, we might be in for a long one. So go get yourself some water, run to the bathroom, and we'll be right back with more